Hello everyone. This is the first session for Tensorflow and Keras for deep learning. In this session, we will try to understand why we are choosing Tensorflow and Keras, what upper hand it has in comparison to PyTorch, and other details about what is Tensorflow, what is Keras. So let's get started. So if you see these different organizations, these are just a subset of organizations which are actually using TensorFlow and Keras. If you see here, we have Google, which built TensorFlow to bring machine learning to everyone. Then we have Airbnb, which improves the guest experience using TensorFlow to classify the images and detect objects at scale. Then we have PayPal, which uses TensorFlow to stay at the cutting edge of fraud detection. And these are not just few examples, there are a lot more examples out there. When we talk about TensorFlow.Keras versus PyTorch, so TensorFlow is extensively used in the industry. So the complete industry is inclined towards the usage of TensorFlow. While when we talk about PyTorch, it is more research oriented. So if you're a researcher and you want to experiment and develop different type of models, then you will use PyTorch. If you are trying to build something for an industry, for an organization, you will use TensorFlow.Keras. And TensorFlow is actually beginner friendly. It is having an ease of deployment, so it is very easy to deploy, and it has a complete ecosystem which allows us to use the package very well. And TensorFlow is also a little tricky for the beginners, but when we have the extension Keras with it, it is very simple to implement. When we talk about Keras, it is a high-level language. You can say it is basically an API which has a structure or a framework that defines how you should implement your deep learning models. While TensorFlow provides a base to your models. It basically provides the language, the functions, the tools which allows us to implement deep learning problems. So TensorFlow allows us to build and allows us to train something, to produce something, and Keras helps us in inclining it, in aligning it to the industry standards and how it should be done. While when we talk about PyTorch, it is obviously used extensively. There are a lot of models being developed out there and you can use them, but again, for the industry standards and for beginners, TensorFlow.Keras is a better option. When we talk about TensorFlow, it is open source, it has fast debugging, data visualization is there, then it is Keras friendly, so we have TensorFlow.Keras, which has entire Keras in it. So this is the most important thing about TensorFlow, that you can directly use Keras from TensorFlow. Then it is scalable in nature, there is parallelism, and also there is a lot of support present in the online world. So if you face any problem, if you are stuck at any error, there will be some solution out there. So you will never be stuck at something. When we talk about TensorFlow and Keras together, so once again, TensorFlow provides you the base, the functions to implement your deep learning problem, to basically how you implement the solution, what all functions you should be using. And there are an extensive list of functions and layers available, what you can use in TensorFlow. So the development tasks, the complexities are handled by TensorFlow. Then to ease the use of these complexities, to simplify the implementation part of it, the backend, the complex stuff is handled by TensorFlow, but how you easily implement it is actually handled by Keras. So Keras sits on top of TensorFlow and allows you to use some layers and some small functions so that you can use TensorFlow without actually getting into the complex part of it. So you can use those complex modules in a simpler manner without actually worrying about what is going in the backend. So Keras provides an easy top-level approach. You will not have to write hundreds of lines of codes to actually implement that model. You can do it in a few lines of codes because there is Keras for you. So when we want to install Keras or tf.keras, we can simply say either pip install Keras, or you can say install TensorFlow and from TensorFlow import Keras. We will be using from TensorFlow import Keras so that we are using the TensorFlow implementation of Keras. There are other different modules which are present for Keras backend like Theano, TensorFlow, CNTK, but we are using TensorFlow because again in comparison to Theano and CNTK, TensorFlow is utilized more. Apart from this, there is one more important thing, that TensorFlow.keras also has some set of data sets already present in TensorFlow. So you can use those data sets directly while you're trying to implement some particular model. So you can use that for your POCs. In next few sessions, we will also talk about some more basics of TensorFlow and Keras, and different type of variables and different things which are present in TensorFlow, so that you have better understanding. And then we will be going towards different type of deep learning algorithms and architectures which we have.